clever intro, right? Welcome, everybody. Good evening. Whether you're here live with me or if you're watching on a replay, I appreciate you either way you look at it. I'm going to try and fight the insomnia tonight. That's why I'm kind of getting on a little earlier. Tomorrow is tomorrow's grandma's service, so definitely need to try and get a little bit of sleep. Buddy. We's a little bit. We don't sleep that much, do we? I wasn't gonna do this. I wasn't gonna come on because I figured I was hanging out with Rad Nom, watching Ed and I just going back and forth, making him laugh, saying a bunch of goofy shit. What's going on, Frankie? We're I just, like I said, I wasn't planning on. I was thinking, well, I should probably just go to bed early tonight because probably have to leave here. I got to leave my house about 8:30. About 8:30 because the service is out of town, so I got to drive out of town. But while we were watching Radnom, I got all my clothes ironed, got everything going. So I got all my clothes ready. I'm gonna dress nice. Grandma's favorite color was always red, so I'm gonna wear a red shirt and a gray tie and my gray jacket. And so I'm gonna clean up good tomorrow. Oh no. Oh man. Well, what's up, Cobb? How's it going? You know what's funny for me, like well, it is Saturday soon for sure. For me, I've only got 15 minutes until it's Saturday. Because I'm in Colorado, and no, I'm not gonna look smart. I don't ever look smart, but I'm gonna clean up, which is gonna be the biggest thing. That's and yeah, so I'll get all that stuff going and get up early, get all that. So I probably will need a little bit of sleep tonight. What's up, Timescales? How's it going, Grego? What's going on? How are you, sir? But so like I said, it wasn't going to be too crazy tonight. I'm not going to do like a standard, 2 or 3 hour show. Just about an hour if I can get through it. Because it's kind of one of those things where, like I said, I was kind of sitting there thinking if I was going to do it or not. Oh, gross. I know most of the time it's me. I understand that. Like, I don't know why I grew up so. Maybe because I was a little shit, and maybe that's why I had a bowl of cereal for about an hour, well, not even an hour ago, half hour ago, because I was that kid where mom would be like, if you don't eat, then just go to bed. And so I'd like, okay. So I just went to bed. And if you don't eat what's on your table, you just go to bed. And so it was just like a few nights in a row where I was just going to bed. And then my mom would be like, after a while, because of course, when you're a mama's boy, she says, well, at least have some cereal. And I was like, ooh, cereal. So that's what it was. It was, I'm not a redneck, man. Come on now. What's going on, Thanos? Welcome in, sir. I know you guys just finished with Allison was just live for a while. I didn't realize they were on for that long. I know they were talking about movies and shows and stuff, and mostly shows, right? But I usually jump over to Radnom on Fridays, so I was over in his chat for a while. Like I said, Ed, if you go back and look at his show tonight, if you watch the replay, it's just Ed and I going back and forth making Radnom laugh, talking about just random shit. So literally random shit. So it was pretty funny. But Yeah, so I don't know, man. Let's see, 10:45. Yeah, 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 'cause it's 11:45 out here. See, the thing is, I go to bed, I got my stuff ironed, I took a shower, got everything, got my beard all trimmed and ready to go, got all cleaned up. I probably will still take another shower in the morning, but just because I do that to wake up and stuff. But yeah, so I got ready for tomorrow already. Got all my stuff ready. A large bag of Cool Ranch Doritos and a glass of vanilla ice cream. That sounds like an awful, awful combination, but do you, buddy? Do you? 2:45 p.m. in WA. Why do I blank on WA? Aren't you in Australia? Sunny? Right? Am I tripping? Western Australia. Okay. Hey, I was right. Because that would be like Washington, bro, in the States, right? Is that Washington? No. WA? So I made some I had some orange juice. And bowl of cereal and orange juice it was at 11:30 at night, or 11 at night. But so I saw the dragon everybody wants to get. Man, I actually watched Joe G earlier, and I saw that entire panel on that show completely. And when you're not buying it and you're just looking from the outside looking in, it's hilarious to me because I do it on other things, like, and you know, but it's yeah, well, it is okay. See, I know you would know. Yep, I do it and I eat so much cereal, it's ridiculous. But they seriously rationalized for the entire beginning of the show, talking about, well, you know, Cat's lair is a lot bigger, but it's thin and it's got this, you know, there's not any hand painted stuff and all this other shit. And I'm just sitting there and I was like, hey, don't talk shit about my Cat's lair. And nobody said anything about it, but it was pretty funny because they really like put it on thick. What's up, Ken Dog? What's going on, brother? No pizza or popcorn tonight, man. Just a big glass of orange juice is all I got. And the good ice from the refrigerator. No, and that's it for me too. Frankie, I have, you know, this here. Even thinking I was cool, and I put a table down underneath so I could put my my thunder tank, and it's kind of nice to where it's a little higher, not just on the floor. But I wouldn't have a spot for a dragon, and I don't have any Mythic Legions except for, well, I have a Figure Obscura, and I have 2 different Mythic Legions in my house, but one I'm actually doing as a custom as a commission. So, which I can't say anything about because it's kind of on the wraps. So, but it was so funny to me that from the outside looking in, how much people in our position that are grown men that buy toys will rationalize the reason for being able to spend so much on a toy, because it's just so funny to me because they like completely like tried to trash the Cat's lair. They tried to talk about Eternia and all this. Well, they're bigger, but we're talking about a fully articulated, painted from head to toe to tail, and it's just this and that. And I was just kind of like, it's okay, guys. You don't need to rationalize it. You're gonna get it. It's fine. That's okay. I didn't rationalize with this. I just said this is freaking cool as hell. Whoa. I said this is cool as hell. Now getting the figures, there I rationalized because I said, well, I'm getting Cat's Lair and I might as well get this freaking thing, you know? Yeah, well, and that's it. I know it could, but well, and of course at this point there's no way I can afford it. So yes, I will absolutely make room for the Fright Zone. There's no question about it. See, those are the things I will make room for. If I have to move things around, or if I have to, I mean, I have, like I said, I have 2 full shelves of 2000X Masters Universe, which I love, but those are, you know, I'll leave them on for a little while, but those didn't have a shelf space earlier, but I made room when I got this guy. I have 2 racks of G.I. Joe. I have 1 big rack of the badass women figures. I have 2 shelves of Turtles of Grayskull, which I'm gonna have to make room for. The Thundercats of Grayskull are gonna be kind of over here. But I have the Crystal Castle up there. I have that Battle Bones that I printed that's gigantic. I have a slime pit that I printed at 140% scale right here with a clear skull and then an upgrade. And then I've got my other printed stuff here. So there's your 2000X. I could probably use that spot if I wanted to move that around. So yeah, I will make room for sure. Fright Zone, when it hits, we're definitely going to do it. Oh no, exactly. Well, and there's another rationalization, because I've actually joked about that and said, well, my midlife crisis. I didn't get a drop top. I didn't get a sports car. I'm going further back and not trying to live younger as like a 20-year-old. I'm trying to live younger as a 11-year-old or something. So my midlife crisis, I go back further. Go in on the drawing with the price time. See, and yeah, that's what was it? Okay, so they're saying it's $550, and then you're gonna look at shipping also with that heavy, because they're saying it's a fully articulated, heavy, non-hollow plastic piece that's gonna be. It's gonna be a heavy sumbitch, right? Because this isn't even that heavy. You know that, Thanos. This thing is not that heavy. This is light. It's really thin plastic all the way around. That thing's gonna be a beast. So it's gonna really cost a lot to ship it. Hello, Motu Thundercats already. Yeah, it's coming, man. Right? You figure that, and that's why when I did my video. So it's so funny because apparently I make clickbait, which makes me laugh, because I've only done one thing, and I even did it like as an experiment where I said, watch, I'm going to put a different header on this and then see how it works. And it proved what I was thinking, that the first 24 hours I had like 60 views, but when I changed the header, the next 24 hours I had like 2,000 views, because I changed the header and it was into a negative connotation, and everybody was like, I mean, really, does it take that for the clicks? But my last video was not fucking clickbait. My last video was saying that the Turtles line is done. My last figure, which was the King Hiss, the deluxe, that's the last figure that they're making. And I got a couple comments saying that, forgot about the Ultimate Shredder. But if you look at it, I did that video a month ago. I did it a freaking month ago. But so, I mean, I've got it complete. That's going to be cool. I'm going to take these down, maybe set them all up and do a cool picture of all my Grayskull, Turtles of Grayskull. Because, yeah, I've got them all. But somebody said, yeah, that's clickbait. I don't like that. Or I can't stand that clickbait. And I said, how am I clickbaiting anything? I just said that the line was over. And if anybody watches any of my videos, I'm a freaking goofball 24/7. And it doesn't matter if I have a camera in front of me, or if I'm talking to my freaking dog, or my son is rolling his eyes at me saying how cringe I am. That's me, man. What you see is what you get. I am this way all the time. Like all the fucking time. And yes, mask. those better pictures that I saw today were so fucking nice, man. Yeah, that's another thing. So here's my thought. Like here, coming across, maybe I can maybe figure out a way, because if I've got all the Thundercats up here, I could maybe do mask down here. Figure out something for the Thunder Tank, maybe below or something. Yeah, plus tax. Yeah, that's the other thing. So most of the Origins in Warcraft, I only really dip my toes in Thundercats other than the lair. And that's crazy too, because like that's the ultimate dip, right? That's the ultimate toe dip for that thing. You thought about doing a custom 3D print for Origins or even Masterverse for 2000X Battle Cat armor? That would be cool. No, honestly, if what's funny is the only Battle Cat. Are you talking the one that they did for classics? Or are you talking like, because the 2000X one that I have is, I mean, it's almost too much armor. Like he's got that. Hold on. But I think this is one of the variations that they did. This is what, the Samurai Battle Cat, maybe? This thing's crazy. I think this shoots too, right? Let me see if there's a button. No? I think that's supposed to shoot. Oh, there you go. Gee, I don't want to shoot. I can hear it trying. Oh well. But so I have a 3D scanner, Big Boss Toys. I have a decent one that I did make. Like I did a 1-to-1 scan on the Mondo, and it came out great. So I mean, the scanner's pretty good. I did it hollow because I did it in that. Doing stuff in glow in the dark resin's tough. Like you don't want to waste it all. So I just did his head hollow just to see, because I wasn't sure if it was going to look good or if it was actually going to print, because it was a scan that I did. But I can, if I had the actual armor, I could scan it, you know, and then see if it would work. Any classified? Nothing that I saw, but I don't know. 550 plus another 350 to get. Oh God, yeah, Australia, dude. That's, it's not fair. That just sucks that you have to go through so many. You have to jump through so many hoops. Yeah, no, they are. And I see, Thanos, when I first ordered it, I was thinking, as I was going, I knew it was coming. So I eventually was buying them here and there. And then of course they'd go on sale and you'd find some for cheap, and Amazon would have them. Like they did a lot of G.I. Joes on sale, but they did do some Thundercats on sale also. Yeah, accessory. Yeah, that's the base one. Yeah, exactly. That's the base. There's nothing to it. You need to buy like wings or some shit too. The OG from the show or the classics. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The classics. I actually have the Lion, which this one would be a cool scan. And I don't think it would be that hard to scan this piece and add it to Masterverse. This is a pretty cool one. This is not bad, I guess, huh? The Battle Lion stuff. He's got the little boot cover. That wouldn't be too bad. What's up, Tony? How we doing, sir? Yeah, this wouldn't be bad to try, for sure. Whoops. I would just have to modify the size and all that good stuff too, right? So this guy is cool. I don't even have him displayed really. I got him from Alan, our Attorney of Dreams, was doing a online sale, and I got it from him. Yeah, no, that one would be cool. Donkey. I think I really need to, and if you've noticed any of this, I don't know, Big Boss, so if you've seen any of this stuff I've done, I am literally all over the place with stuff. And like right now, I'm finally focused on getting something. When I'm sitting at my workbench, I do okay. I can sit in front of something and do customs or do a paint job or whatever. It doesn't do too bad. Oh God, yeah. See, in Mondo armor. If I don't have either Mondo cat, but the Mondo armor would be cool to scan also, and it would be easy to scan because it's bigger. I don't think it would make much of a difference, but that little rotating thing that I have, it scans good. But anyway, here's case in point. I'm all over the place. But if I could just sit down and do like a couple days a week and pick a certain day, write it down, put it on my schedule, and do nothing but scanning, and just, even if something doesn't work out, try something else. Do just just sit down, do a couple hours worth of scanning stuff. That would be fun. Like, and not only that, but like some of the stuff that's a little more rare, something that, you know, it's Big Boss Toys. And why is the same name though? Because is it the same name on X or on Twitter? Because I'm trying to think of. You need to pay attention more. But I don't remember, because I remember there was a couple people that were in my live on Wednesday that were Foxhound. Okay, there we go. I do recognize that part. But yeah, so it's something that I can do, and some of the stuff that you can get that maybe some people haven't gotten, or something that was a little more rare, or even something that a friend might have to do a scan and be able to print it out 1-to-1. That would be fun, man. That would be cool. And I mean, I don't know, even some of the Joe stuff like would be cool. Oh, this was my, as far as I didn't scan it, but this is another one where I had a hard time finding a spot for him because he's freaking huge. He's bigger than the Mondo. He's bigger than all that stuff. So sometimes it's harder to find a spot for these things, man. But it came out good though. It came out really good, if I do say so myself. The print was great. It was just kind of a print you bought online. It was just the standard battle armor print. Oh, but like even if I did scans of, I don't know, like armor would be the biggest thing. The one scan that I do have that I need to make more of is the battle armor for classics, because I had a buddy of mine before I got my scanner. I had a buddy that I was friends with in my sports toy group that had a really top-notch scanner, and I had him scan the armor for my He-Man and my Skeletor battle armor. And it really, like, that was huge, because how many times do you want, or how many times have you seen that faker with the battle armor in the 2-pack for DC? Now that, hey, Mattel's got DC back, maybe they'll do that again. But that 2-pack that they had for classics, it's like $500-$600 for that 2-pack for battle armor, and that's the only time you're going to get a battle armor faker. So for me, having the battle armor faker was totally worth getting that thing scanned. So that was really pretty cool. Yeah, no, it was fun to make, dude. I was the bigger, or like just an upscaled piece. It's fun, man. I was thinking about the armor today for Origins. Yeah, I mean, it really would be, and that would be cool. Are you talking about the Battle Cat one? I know, actually, my buddy Faker Battle Cat that's in California, I bet you he has the armor for those, and he would probably send it to scan. Haven't I showed you that, Sonny? I haven't painted him yet, but here's just one piece. This was the Granomir, but it's from that video, or it's from that tabletop game. But I did a bunch of them where I downsized them. I made them like this big, like the whole thing I made. Oh, there he is. Look, is this live? I was just talking about you, Faker Battle Cat. We were talking about scanning the armor of like the classics Battle Cat to do for like Origins or for like Masterverse, but really for Origins that would look really cool. See if I have these guys. Oh, I think I took. Oh, you know what? I did take them all downstairs, Sonny. But if you look back, there's one of my lives. I don't know. It's probably, you know, somewhere in the middle of the 3 hours I did, but they're like all tiny. Oh, Mikey's in the house. What? What? Mikey's in the house. What's up, everybody? Man, how are y'all doing? I'm in 66. Before you can no longer make DC stuff because I know Mattel won't do. How long? So we've got what? Oh, and welcome in. Welcome in. We have, I think you have what, a year and a half, did they say? Was it the end of 20 or the beginning of 26 or the end of 25? Or a year maybe? Just a year? You know, that sounds about right. Yes, it is live, sir. Yes, it is. No, I was thinking, I know you have all those parts, but we were talking about scanning the Battle Cat, like doing the armor for the Battle Cat. That's for classics, just to see. Because I have the armor for the Battle Lion, which this would be a cool scan to try to see if it would work, and then maybe even the armor there. But I don't know, just something different. You know, it's always nice to upgrade things differently. I think I know your email, right? oh, so 12 months. Okay. Man, wouldn't that be cool? Well, the only problem is $10 a year. No, and a lot of the stuff, now granted, there are a couple of the artists that make these files that I'm good friends with. And they've actually even told me that if anybody, they're from out of the country, and they said, well, if anybody stateside wants to get this part, I'll send them to you so you can sell them, you know. So basically they gave me permission in a roundabout way that if I wanted to print some of the stuff that they make, I could sell it. So, you know, I was thinking I did just get the monetization thing where like you can sign up now. I don't know if it's on there, if the little money sign is on there yet, but so I was thinking maybe if I went to a different tier of something, because I only did like a $2 tier, I think $2.99 tier or something for a monthly thing, but because that officially just went in this afternoon. But my thought was if I went to a higher tier, maybe I could think of a couple things to do, like to say every month I'm going to do a print for this tier. But I was thinking for that, I wasn't sure if I would have to do painted or unpainted. I would, if depending on obviously how many people were in there, most likely it would be unpainted. Just say, hey, well, I'll send you a printed part. But then a lot of people that don't paint are going to be like, well, that sucks because that doesn't do me any good if I'm not a painter. What's up, 3-star draw? And just so you got what, dude? Mike, you popped my cherry, bro. I got my cherry popped on a Friday night. How about that? That's cool, brother. Thank you. Appreciate it. And just so everybody knows, when I put 3-star draws in there, I know it's drawl as in like his speech because he's got a southern drawl, right? Is that what it is? But I always put 3 and a star and a hand drawing, but nobody ever comments on it. I thought that was actually kind of clever, even though it's not draw. How about upsizing battle line to proper scale? That would be cool. That would be cool to have that file to do it. The only thing is, Sonny, I can tell you right now, I will not sugarcoat that, and I will not try to lie to you about it. Unless the higher end and the more durable, less chalky when you're moving stuff together, resin comes out. Doing stuff that's articulated with resin is tough. it's not the best. It's not the easiest to deal with. It really isn't. And it's just one of those things where it's never going to be as good as the ejection molding and all that stuff. So yeah, so you know where I got the lion? I got it from Alan. He was doing one of those live sales, and I bought it from him. Asking Bros was too small. 1/12 figure would be more like a 1/10. That is true. I agree with you on that one. All right, so I was just, but I do that because I thought I was clever, but nobody gets it. Only the second time take it. Hey, there you go. Oh, and Allison, sloppy seconds coming in with the $2 super chat. Thank you guys. I wasn't planning on that today. I totally spaced it. That was so cool. Yeah, and I know it's like you get it, but I don't think anybody, they probably look at like, why does he do that? 10 unpainted prints, 1 chase printed. Gee, what am I going to charge for that though in my little group, right? Because I would have Kenzo's. I don't even remember what I named my little group. What? Cobb? Oh shit! You guys are crazy. Thank you, Cobweb. Appreciate it, man. You guys are breaking me in right, man. Holy cow. You guys are awesome. That's so cool, man. Never would I thought that I would have that option, when I first started doing that. And I think everybody says it, but it's true. When you get to that point and you're like, I didn't think I'd ever get to that point. I always like doing it, but like giving it up, but it's definitely something that I never envisioned my channel would have on there. It's pretty cool. And I'm actually getting closer because I'm doing so many damn lives. I've got what brick, man, you guys are riding hard and put away wet. Is that how they say it? Thank you guys so much. Brick something, thank you for the $5 super chat. Cobweb, thank you for the $5 super chat. Allison for the 2, and Mikey for the $4.99. And you could tell he's on his phone with an Apple because they only let you go to 99. Aha. It's just an orgy up in here. Oh man, that's cool. You guys are awesome. Seriously. And there is, and that's the other thing. I've got and from what Random Diorama does his 3D prints with an Elegoo, and he says it's a really good one. I have an FDM Elegoo printer, and it's a good one, and I can start using. I just haven't got it set up yet. So now dance. I don't know what else I'm gonna do. But what, Frankie? Holy cow! You guys, come on now. Thank you, man. You got me like this. You got me like this weird smile, like an awkward, I'm not worthy smile. Thank you so much, man. Oh man, now everybody knows I have an Android. Oh, sorry, Cobb. My bad. Oh, slowly. Now remove it slowly. You guys don't want me to remove that. Did you hear that? I think that cancels out some of the noise, so when I hit my drum belly, it doesn't. Plus, I just had a big bowl of cereal, so you don't want milk is sitting there. You don't want to see any of that. But so that would be something maybe that I will do with like the channel members. I'll do like I was thinking to do even just like a questionnaire on what they want to do, obviously, but I was thinking with the print stuff, it could either be parts like armor, or we could just pick a print of the month and do, a free print for any of the channel members or whatever like that. So that would be kind of cool. Yeah, I've every time I've ever done a super chat, it goes 99. It always does 99 cents unless you use it from your computer. Then it'll let you pick whatever. A friend of mine got an Anacubic Cobra 3. Yeah, and Anacubic's basically the Euro version of Elegoo. I mean, Elegoo's not American by any means. I know a lot of them are Chinese made, but Elegoo is great. I've had nothing but good stuff with Elegoo with their customer service is awesome. Like I've let me turn my ringer down because like I said, you've got my what is this from? Oh, so that goes to my PayPal. Oh my gosh. Bigger Battle Cat. He just tossed the money over to my PayPal. Thank you. Thank you, Faker Battle Cat. Man, that's awesome. So it's a combo. So that's the one, like you said, that has the different colors. See, so those are the encased ones. So that's the one kind of like Random Diorama has with the bamboo, where it has the three different, where you could do three different colors at once. And those do print better for articulation. I agree. Because a lot of those, like I've got the files where you, like even that one that pretty looks okay, that's a He-Man or a Faker or a Skeletor, where it's the supports are set up for an FDM printer, and it just prints as it is in one piece, and then once you break the supports, you push something on the arm and then the arms articulate, and it's just like vintage POA. But it still does it on one print. Like you don't print it in different parts. You print it all in one piece and it articulates. With resin, if it melts together, or if it does it together, and you maybe sometimes you do that. Like I did actually print it once and it did work, but the legs were like real, I don't know, like marionette type, legs. But if they get too close, then the resin's going to seal together and it's just going to break. And resin it does get very brittle depending on what type of resin you use. And what I was thinking of on that, Sonny, was that the resin that you have to pay for to get the nice, flexible, durable resin is going to run you at least $45 to $65 in the cheapest stuff. The stuff that they make tires with, like that really, really flexible resin, is going to run you about $115 for a liter, which is crazy. 8 colors. That's nuts, man. And that's probably so. And each one's going to have a different function to where whatever you do and what you do more of that's what you should do. Like I have small, detailed prints, like the heads and the armor and the figures and all those little things. Resin is perfect for that. And yes, I did get that huge resin printer so I could print larger stuff like the battle bones and like the for 140% slime pit. Like those big things, I can still get the detail, but I can still print them pretty large. But if you're printing vehicles, like Alphen Flicked, him and I talk a lot and we share kind of our projects and stuff. That dude is on it, and he is one of those go-getters. He's the one that like busts his ass. He reminds me of like Home Arcade. Like these guys are busting stuff out all the time, like constantly working. And me, I'm all the slow tortoise on the race, But he has so much stuff. Like he printed that large Hordak tank, and like he does all the Horde stuff because he's a big Horde guy. And it's awesome. But those are all FDM. He did the attack track. He did all that stuff. And I need to get that thing going, man. Sorry, went too far back up. I didn't want to out you again, Cobb. My bad, man. Yeah, well, I still have stuff I need to scan for Faker Battle Cat. That's kind of what I was thinking. My thing was I need to just set aside a day and start putting stuff in there and start scanning and all the stuff you sent me, so I can scan it and get it back to you and get, so we can print that stuff. Hey, Alan, what's going on? At a convention for haunted attractions, but I want to stop by and say, hey, man, speaking of artists, holy cow, this guy. Speaking of going and doing, this guy's, I love sitting there when he's on the lives for the clubhouse, because he's sitting there just making something insane. Like he was making those little scary merman kid looking. Oh, dude, it's so cool, man. So awesome. Video of a chick who painted a life-size boat and said the boat that like the setup. Wait, I saw a YouTube video of a chick who printed a life-size boat. She said, yeah, the boat that's like the setup. I forgot the name of it. Oh, so, oh yeah, the little tugboat. But she printed it. What the frick, man? Yeah, that's the one that usually comes like, a lot of those will come with the flash drive that you get. It'll be like the test print. Like you'll either get a Rook or you'll get like that little boat. So, oh man, fine jungle. Well, I could imagine you could use it because you could start printing heads and masks and faces and like full-size monsters. Did you ever see that one? And again, people like laugh because I watch him, but Uncle Jesse did that one where he's got the one where you actually walk into it, and he was printing stuff that's, you know, life size, like 1-to-1 shit. What's up, Jeff? How's it going? Good evening, good morning, hello. We are 12:21 here in the mountains, so I don't want my orange juice to get watered down. Menhoza's in the house. What's going on? Yeah, the little tugboat. Yeah, that's cool, man. Yeah, I don't remember what it's called either. I don't either. I know what you're talking about. Oh, you're talking about the printer, or you're talking about? I've seen teaching a class. Phobias at 10 a.m. Oh my god. That's awesome. Dude, Alan, you know, I'm telling you, Alan's that type of guy. He's going to be working till he's like 100, and because he's not going to be able to slow down. Once he slows down, it's going to be over. He's going to be like, I'm done. I'm retiring. And then he's gone. Not saying that to be morbid. I'm just saying you're a very hard worker is what I mean. I'm not trying to say, never mind. Too much death around me, man. I got too much death. Happy March. Yeah, it's March over here. March 1st. I got an hour on you. Yeah. You're already into the future. You guys, there's a couple people that are even more. What's up, GI Jetman in the house? What's going on? Welcome back, sir. Welcome back. I should have put something else in there, huh? Might be able to help me sleep. Get some sleep early. Crap done tomorrow. Yeah. All right, buddy. Thanks, Cobb. Thanks for coming in, man. Thanks for helping with the cherries and stuff. I want to live. I don't want to die. That reminds me of that scene in 40-Year-Old Virgin when he takes the drunk girl home and she's driving him and she's trying to get him with the rope. And he goes, I want to live. Oh my God. Can I pronounce Andra? Andra? Well, can I pronounce it? How are you supposed to pronounce it? Yes, Jeff, I can say, okay, I'm not a huge DC collector, but the way that, I don't know how they're going to start making them. If they make DC the same way that they're making Masterverse, I think it's cool. Like that 7-inch long weird foot, like hard to articulate. Like, I don't know. I'm not a comic book / DC person to where, because I did see a lot of people that were upset about it. Hold on, I was gonna say, let's see. Oh, okay. Andra. Yeah, I always thought it was Andra. That's what I always heard. Anidra? Andra? I would say Aundra. Andra. Yes. Andra. Welcome to my castle. My name is Andra. Have a glass of wine. I just think, I'm the opposite too, man, because I already know what I'm going to do when I retire, because I've been off for the last, 3 years. Whoa, Candyman's in here from the UK. I think he's got you beat too, Jeff. He got you. Andre? So basically, well, I have some of the McFarlane stuff, and I don't mind it. I think it's cool. I like Mattel. I've always liked Mattel. I'm not gonna make a video and put a Mattel sticker on my hat and my shirt and cry and say how you guys should all buy the cats or the snake layer. Did I make one of those, Mikey? Oh, I did make that video, but I was making fun of somebody. But I think it can't be a bad thing. I like Mattel. I like the way they do things. I collect I collect a shit ton of Mattel. So I don't mind it. But my opinion's probably not going to be the best because I'm not I have a buddy that lives here in Pueblo that I worked with at the prison. Well, I never worked with him at the prison. He worked at a different prison, but I've known him from before the prison. But he's a big toy person. He likes to flip stuff, though. I'm always giving him shit. But he goes to shows and resells. But he's a big Superman guy. And I asked him on, actually, let me see if he answered me. I asked him on TikTok because I'm friends with him on TikTok. He saw it, but he didn't say anything. I said, DC coming back to Mattel. And it says he saw it, but he didn't say anything. So he didn't answer me. Fuck that guy. God. No, just kidding. I could see Tila going, oh, wait, what did I miss? Cobb, go to bed. The Giant? Oh, Andre the Giant. Oh, okay, yeah. Hello, lady. What is it? The honeycomb commercial? Honeycomb's big. Yeah. It's not small. No. You guys remember that commercial? Unless it's Marvel Direction, I'm excited. See, yeah, well, I'll send you a Motu figure, Jeff. I'll send you one of my extras. No, Mattel has always done, and I hate to say this, Mikey, don't make fun of me, but they do have a good feel to them. I'm not going to say plastics. They make a good plastic. I've never had did I have a Mattel? The only Mattel thing that I had that fucked up was, actually, which is kind of funny, it's the more recent Evelyn that I really, really like. One of them just came out kind of bad. The neck is kind of split and it kind of folded a little, and it had like a crease in it, so it's like wider on her neck. And then her helmet wasn't straight, and then that little belt wasn't straight. So there was some QC shit that got through. But other than that, dude, my whole room is Mattel, and I have not had any QC issues. Snake layer, you need to buy it. You just need to buy it. God, you guys, that video was so bad. I did it with a filter on, I think it was either Snapchat or TikTok. And I made myself have long hair, and I put a Mattel hat on, and I was being a Mattel shill, saying, you need to buy the snake layer or else you don't like Mattel and you're not a real He-Man fan. And I was just making fun of Ray. Oh, did I say his name out loud? I didn't say his name out loud. Oh. Brother in gray is a brother in gray. There you go. He doesn't like you. I don't like you either. I'm sorry. What does he say? I'll try. I'll be over here. What does he say? Because that's when he said, you'll be dead. I forgot what he says in between. No. I have one Barbie figure, and I'll tell you why. When the Colorado Avalanche when they won the Stanley Cup a few years back, I was still making sports stuff a little bit. And one of the sports shows commissioned me to make a Bednar, who is the coach. And they said he was just a Barbie doll or a Ken doll with gray hair. And so they were like, one of the announcers or one of the coaches, somebody was trying to talk shit about the coach of the Colorado Avalanche. So they commissioned me to make a Ken doll to look like Coach Bednar for the Avalanche. So I did buy a Barbie doll, but I bought a Ken and I turned him into the Avalanche coach. That was the only Barbie doll I ever had. So there you go. Oh God, paywalls. No paywalls. Yeah, that superpowers line is cool. I did get a bunch of those. And what's funny is I first started getting them when they went on sale at Walmart for freaking $4 and $2. But then I got some more. I got a few gold ones, and they have like the little gold flake on them. And I got some of the vehicles when they were like really cheap on Walmart clearance. I got a bunch of those Dungeons and Dragons figures like that. Those smaller ones. I got those for like $4 too. Got a bunch of those. Did I say it out loud? Right out of the package. See, and for as many Masters of the Universe figures. I don't say figures. I hear too many people say figures. Out of all the Masters of the Universe figures that you have, that's the one that broke. Like, that's not bad. Like, I just had, and it was even my custom, which is funny. I just had my custom Clawful and Hordak both fell off the second to top shelf. And I came up here and they were fine. No problems at all. Oh, the 10 cents on 12 systems. Oh, God. Oh, so you want it at work. I want to know what he says in between that one where he says, "You'll be dead." I used to collect the old DC collect and connect. So yeah, they did have it for quite a while. I really wish I was a collector back then when they had the DC with Masters of the Universe classics. Those were, I mean, God, the value on those got so high. Went Batman heavy though, really dug into the Batman. Oh, and Jeff, I'm gonna have to show you my just crazy find that I found at DD's. I found I don't know what the company that made it, but I found I guess it's a statue, but it's the Pattinson Batman vehicle, which I've never seen that show. I was actually just teasing on when Allison was live, teasing about how I can't take Glitter Boy seriously, but it's just like a really cool, like it's coming across and it's jumping over a rock and it's got the big tires and then it was like limited to 400 and it seemed like it was really expensive and I got it for like $10 at DD's and I forgot what the name of it. I have to show it to you though. It's pretty cool if you're into Batman. I don't know what the fuck this shit is. It's just a bunch of bullshit. It's that read the sign, man. I can't sleep, so I get on here and bullshit. Just talk a bunch of nonsense that I don't really know anything about. I'll be careful. There you go. I'll be careful. You'll be dead. I don't know, man. I wouldn't listen to YouTube. They're a bunch of bullshit. Just, it's fine. I will. Yeah, I'll send that to you for sure. Oh, there's a few that I need to finish as well. Yeah. So weird, I know, right? Just leave then, ass. But anyway. So yeah, I don't really have a dog in that fight, but I mean, if it's something that they can make and if it's cool, then yeah, I'll get it. Why not? I just really don't care. And I think Mattel will do them right. I think they will. This one I did. Oh, you know what I ended up getting? Speaking of Batman, I end up getting bye. So I just got an email from Best Buy and it was, I ordered that Batman, the 89 Batman. They had a bunch of them come out just recently. I think I saw it on Toy Habits. and they had smash that like button. Well, we had 23 or 22. We probably have 21 now because I just threw that other guy out because I just didn't really. I mean, if you didn't like it, get the fuck out. Really don't care. If you think it's weird, then go. Keep on. Move along there, son. I don't know which one it is, but I did get the email. Let me see. They had I bet it's on my shop app. But they had a bunch of Batman figures that came out, wasn't it? Just recently. And I remember seeing it on Toy Habits. So I looked and it was sold out on McFarlane's site. And then I went over to Best Buy and it was there. So no, I don't care, man. I don't even know that fool. When he comes, why is well I don't care if you don't like it. What the fuck, man? Yeah. Yeah, it was so cool. I thought it was a pre-order. So I thought it was going to be one that, you know, I wasn't going to see for a while. But yeah, they told me it was coming. I think it's probably going to be here Monday. Mattel should hopefully do better now that their shitty brand manager isn't that toy goober person. But he hasn't been there for a while. Oh, that's funny. The toy goober. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. That's my fault. You know what? And I should have learned from Lawrence. You let the trolls stay so everybody can bury them. I don't know how long the timeout is. I just put them in timeout. I don't know what that means. He killed it last time. Yeah, and you know, it's funny because he's the guy that's gonna end up. Well, we always joke about it, but you know, on a long enough timeline, it's like that quote from Fight Club. On a long enough timeline, everybody's rate of survival is 0. So with him talking shit, saying the line is gonna die, the line's gonna go online only, and blah blah blah. And then when the line stayed, he says, "Well, that's not Origins or whatever. That's or Masterverse. That's gonna be the Turtle line." Or that dude, it's still Masters of the Universe. So whatever's going on, it's still Masters of the Universe on the shelf. So whatever you're saying is stupid. And that's the cartoon collection. Motherfucker, it's Motu. Like, for you to sit there and talk shit and say, well, I'm all about it and I love the line and all this, but it's like, dude, you're a clown because you do want it to die. Like, go talk about Sanscripts and nobody's gonna watch your channel and just be done with it. Well, and I have my vintage collection Masterverse Skeletor coming tomorrow, but it also, hopefully they put it in a good spot. And I hopefully, because grandma's services is tomorrow, so I'm going to be out of town for a little bit, but it might come in later in the afternoon. So I might be back by then. The Arkham stuff, those Arkham stuff is pretty cool, man. Since Todd hasn't given us any of the women. You know, and Allison, I can say the whole, you gotta have good women out there, man. I know we look at, and I have, like I said, I have to show you my whole rack of badass women figures, but there's so many just half naked buff dudes on my, you know, I want a good female figure, man. Gosh. I do disagree with you on Turtles of Grey, so I think there are more. King Hiss is not the end. Well, who else are they going to do? Are they going to do another Leo? Like, I just think... the reason I say that, and I probably heard it somewhere else, but it makes total sense that the Thundercats line is starting and the Turtle line is ending. I mean, and when you look at the comics and you look at the papers and all that shit, like the back of the box... Where's my box at here? There's nothing to indicate that there's anything else. They said that this shadow guy is something, but that they said that was the shredder that we already have. The super shredder that's a snake. I don't know. Maybe. If there's more, that's great. And then my video becomes clickbait. Like the guy said, somebody said under my video that that I couldn't stand how my video was clickbait. And I was like, well, it's not clickbait. It's over. Like, what the fuck? Got lazy and ditching the toy show tomorrow, mainly because I wasn't able to hang out. I need to chill and spend time. Well, I miss Kayla, dude. I hope sometime maybe I should have Kayla as one of my guests on Kenzo's show. Think she'd come on my show? Kayla's cool, man. I miss Kayla. Give it time. The next wave is based on Superman movies. We'll probably be getting a Hawk Girl. Ooh, there you go. I like that. Who would have just given us Black Canary, Catwoman, Poison Ivy, Harley Quinn, and Batgirl in the line over the last 3 years? It would have been solid. I agree. 100%. Well, I mean, it is, right? It's like half naked buff dudes, except for the Masterverse Adam, who's like a skinny little twerp. There you go. Look. And you know how many people didn't get this guy? Like, this line was real. This wave was so hard to get for a lot of people. Him and his little glittery Robert Pattinson sword. Oh my goodness. I don't know what his name is on the Wolf show or the vampire show. What's his name? I'm Team Glitter Boy. Yeah, he does look like Shaggy. Like Scoob. What are we gonna do, Scoob? I don't know, Shaggy. Anyway, I can do voices too. I twitched and woke myself up. Is this really live? Yes, country gentlemen. I am literally here in the flesh at 12:42 in the morning in Colorado. I know it's rumored Spin Master is losing Mattel, taking back everything. Hey, you know? Yeah. Angel would be Bob and Rocksteady. Two mutations. I don't know. I think they'll keep making more. I just think. I mean, because they're doing. I don't think they want to. I think they have a system where the sublines for Origins, they're going to have the Origins Cartoon Collection and Turtles. And now they're going to have Origins, Cartoon Collection, even if they do have Origins, because they still need to do Too Bad. They still need to do a few Origins. And then the Cartoon Collection and then Thundercats. Like, I think Thundercats is taking over, and what do I know? What do I know? I'm just some bitch. I love that lady. I don't know where she came from on my feed and where I got her, or if Allison sent me a meme early on about her, but oh my god, that lady is so funny. Oh, I told Allison I could see her doing a channel like that just by her humor and stuff like that. Edward, oh yeah, Mikey, you just lost you turn in your man card, sir. Prince Adam Rogers. I've always done a pretty dang good Scooby, man. Oh, okay. Well, you get it back. Oh yeah, that's coming up on Thursday already. Dude, Thursday's going to be such a cool freaking show. I'm excited for Thursday. They're going to give us all that stuff that Paul Mart's going to get in like 2 weeks and sell for $20 more than retail. Fucking Paul Mart. Toy Otter mentioned in Gotham City tonight, the chat last night, that McFarlane won't be handling any DC after Q3 of 2026. Whoa. So what's he going to do? He started doing football again. He got the license for football again. And then he started doing them with like a backdrop, which is really funny because I guarantee you he got that idea from the customizers. Because those customizers, like there was a couple of guys that I was in a customizer group for sports, and he always did that. He always like printed out a really cool backdrop of the player doing something. And then a lot of times it's the pose that he made the figure of. He had the backdrop of the player doing that specific pose. And now all of a sudden, Quad's doing it. Club Grayskull perks. Well, those are coming. It's soon, right? I don't remember. Didn't they say it was coming up? Isn't it coming up on their? We're going to get to see something before, or we're going to get to see Keklar. Is it going to be Keklar or Hero? What do you guys think it's going to be? Ooh, that's a good question. Make terrible toys for other properties and Spawn. And you'll just get on there and say, hey guys, this is really cool. I shined it and I made 200 of them and I shined them all. And you can put them on your wall and it's really cool. And look at the packaging and the packaging on this side and it's just so cool. Whatever, dude. Go Bears. Yeah. Hey, you guys got a good quarterback. You got your coach. You got a new coach. We'll see how that works out, man. I don't know. We'll see. Chat is open, but it's hard to navigate. Okay, so it's hard to navigate. All right. Gotcha. It's like me trying to keep up with my chat. Ooh, I'm not good. Hero, but he wants Keklar. I agree, country gentleman. I'm salty I didn't get him with Eternia. Me too, man. You know, that is one thing that some D-bag I used to know was good at, was trying to push for Eternia. And we didn't really come too close to Keklar. Well, we came kind of close. But the thought process was, come on, Mattel, throw us a bone, man. You had so many more orders than you expected, and we did so good as fans. Just throw it in there. But no, they decided, well, if we get that, then everybody will get King Grayskull, and then we still didn't get that amount that they wanted. Something more from Marvel. Go Dolphins, says G.I. Jetman. Well, you guys, I don't need to say anything. You guys see what I'm wearing. And I've been representing them since I was a kid. Bringing exclusive figures only available to Club Grayskull. Early access to general sell figures, discounts, and the opportunity to vote for future figures, toys, items, etc. When I clicked chat now, it took me there. But I didn't see a post from regular folks. Just Eternians. Yes, just they were a bunch of it was like that weird Pelite. Is it Pelite? Is that the language that they had on there? It looks like ancient Pelite. It's on the rocks, you know. I think, man, you know, for having a shitty memory and not remembering shit I did like an hour ago, I remember that from the cartoon Pelite. We're supposed to get one on Thursday, maybe. Oh yeah, I forgot Mikey's I didn't forget, but yeah, Mikey's a Dolphins fan also. And Mikey was happy for me though this year, because even though his Dolphins didn't make it and my Broncos made the playoffs, it was kind of nice to, after 10 years, that my boys finally made it. Did you hear Gronk might come out of retirement and play for Denver? So they're saying Gronk and Coach Payton were so close while he was working for Fox that Gronk is seriously considering coming out of retirement and playing for Denver. Oy. March 6th, when they do their reveals, they're supposed to reveal the first CG exclusive figure, which will be what? This guy, right? Like you guys said. Oh. Thanks, Mattel, for sending me my already Origins, not Super 7, my Origins Hero. It's Origins. It's not Super 7. Origins. This is a pretty cool package. Unpunched, baby. Okay. Hope Mattel DC fig scale with Marvel Legends and a similar quality and articulation that I agree. You can have a nice little cross contamination with DC and Marvel. That would be awesome. You know, that is one thing, especially with my woman rack here. I say rack, my woman shelf, is that having the McFarlanes in there, they look so odd with everything else. Like I have like Lady Death. I have, well, the only bigger one than all the McFarlane is the what's her name? Oh my god. Elvira. The Elvira is like huge and she's got heels. But when I have like even the Evelyn looks tall compared to a lot of them, but I like the way Marvel's size for the females. They're nice. superheroes playing together would be fun, right? Your woman, what now? No, me? No, not me. Woman rack. Freudian slip. Well, and I have like a ladder, like a rack, like rack a lamb, but oh God, not like that, but you know, like a rack. Not a rack, but a rack. Like a rack. I'll stop talking. It would be. There's a lot of people that like both. Like, it's not like the Star Trek and Star Wars people where they hate each other. Do they? I don't know if they hate each other or not. But like when Lawrence talks about anything having to do with Masters of the Universe and all the G.I. Joe guys on there, like, I'm out of here, I'll be back, or God, not Motu, stupid. And I'm like, why can't you like both? Like, what's wrong with you? Yeah, I know, my bad, dude. I need to shut up sometimes. See, that's, you know what? If they did that in Masterverse, just like they did in Classics, I think that would dig a little bit more deeply into Scott Knightlick's heart and hurt him a little more if they did that. The DC and Masters Universe, and do the exact same sets but do them in Masterverse, and Scott would like cry a little. That would really be cool. Racks and racks and racks. What does it say? From the racks and the stacks, it's the best on wax. On Stand By Me? No. Yeah, Stand By Me. Is it Stand By Me? When they're going down the railroad tracks? And Principal Wiggins, and they throw up on each other, and it looked all like it was all blueberry. Gross. Woman's rack. I know, I just really screwed that one up, didn't I? Walmart Con, March 13th and 14th. Hopefully reveals next Friday. Hopefully they don't cancel every order. I hope with Club Grayskull they do drop Walmart exclusives. Drop them as in not have them anymore? Yeah, I agree. Toy Goober rolled over in his grave when this news broke. Yeah. I like Toy Goober. Lard ass. Chow down, wide load. But he drank all that castor oil before. And it was like a hose. That was awesome. And he's all, a fat lady threw up in her purse. Twins threw up on each other. And Lardass sat back, and the way he had crossed his arms like because he could barely cross them, sat back and enjoyed what he had created. A total barfarama. Wow. I really need a life. I need a life. So Masterverse Vintage Collection Skeletor, because of their stupid asses. I'm getting one tomorrow, and unfortunately, but I guess fortunately, I guess Mikey, if you don't end up getting one, I'll have a second one, because Cobweb got his from some other website that was out of the country, but it was legit. It took him a little bit longer, but he got it, and then he sent me the link, and I ordered it. But it's like the day after I ordered it, I got the email from Walmart saying that Skeletor had shipped. So I'm gonna end up having two of them. So, and I saw that. You guys, hold on. Talk amongst each other. Hold on. Okay, sorry. Oh, sorry. So, look what I found at Ross. And it's official. But it's a dog toy. But how cool, right? Isabel, she's played with it a little bit, but not much. But how cool. It's a crackly and a squeaky, but if you go to Ross, go look in the dog toy section. Okay. I'm out of shape. Are you sending people? Oh, yeah. My pet monster. Oh, that's funny. VHS deck in your brain that recorded all that stuff. Seriously, dude. Like, Brick, you could sit, like, when you have your shows, like, you are knowledgeable. You go deep into lore, into the manufacturers and the people that are in charge of shit. And I'm just sitting there like, whew. My shows are pretty shallow with, like, you know, this is cool. But you throw some old shit at me, like commercials or cartoons or something, man. Yeah. I'm like a just, you just be kind and rewind, because that's me. My pet monster's coming back. Yes, it's who's making it? I forgot who's doing that one. I did see a few pictures of it today though. Vintage Skeletor's coming in and out of stock at Walmart, so hopefully there'll be plenty. Yeah, I did hear that he was coming up as far as being able to order and pick up in store as well. Oh yeah, let me see. Let me look, because he was all over my feed. Not in my DMs, Allison. And it would be what, 2025? Let's see. I'm sure the images will be right there on a Google search. Ooh, is that the new? Ooh, yeah. Ooh, okay. That is a little creepier, isn't it? His eyes are a little wonky too. Is it really 170? Well, you know what? $4.99 at Ross. And he's cuter. Definitely not the same, but it's cuter. Oh, dude. See, Frankie's got it. Frankie's got it made there. Vintage Skeletor is in stock. Oh, ships March 7th. Mikey, get on there. Get on there, Mikey. Yeah, that nose is weird, man. I agree with you. Oh, so it is Loyal Subjects doing that too. Okay. Dave's Dimensions. What's going on, Dave? Sorry, cut you earlier. Good show, man. Good job. I got to catch up again. I'm going to collect the 6-inch 18 figure from the 80s. I did not get any of those. No, you know what? I think I had a Murdoch. Murdoch, just one. Oh, okay. Yikes. Looks like he's got a pickle on his nose, right? Got them. That definitely doesn't look like the vintage one, does it? Trying to resist getting into mask. No, don't resist. Don't resist. Just go for it, man. Go for it. Just go for it, man. Awesome. Oh, hold it upside down. Okay. Sorry, Brick. I'm not keeping up with the chat very well. I'm not sure what I'm looking for. My imagination isn't doing too well right now. Yeah, no, nope. It's like a magic eye thing, right? Used to have Switchblade Miles Venom. Yeah, no, Mask is coming back. Mark. They have Loyal Subject is there. They just released the first 5 or the first 4 that they're coming out with. So check that out. It's freaking awesome. My ex's baby looks like less cute. More flat. Oh, stinky. And my pet monster next to my buddy. In the same size, a lot smaller than the OG. My buddy. Wherever I go, he goes. Oh, and guess what? So my buddy's customs, your logo is not going to be original anymore because now my buddy's coming back. You're going to have to change it. Just kidding. BA, Hannibal, and Murdoch. Dick and balls. I was looking more at the teeth. I was just kind of screw, and then the horns down below. Yeah, you're right, man. I fail my STD. It looks like the picture they showed you in science class when they're trying to get you to stop having sex when you're in high school. I'm gonna have to get some of the mass stuff, but no way can I get it all. Rhino is a must. Rhino is a must. Thunderhawk's a must. Switchblade's a must. Dude, just all of them. Come on. I honestly, I would almost go out on a limb and say I would stop collecting Origins to get Mask. Dun dun dun. And just go with Masterverse and Mask. I couldn't do that. I can say that right now, but I couldn't do that. I had them, but the Chase Amy Fig. Oh, okay. I had 380s, 18 figs, Face, Murdoch, and VA. I have the helicopter and van. I still have with the 18. I still have my the 57 Chevy, and I still have the Switchblade, and I still have the Thunderhawk. And I have a lot of the figures like by themselves in a bag somewhere. Definitely haunted by a dead serial killer. I think we need to do when we're doing that little pitch in where everybody go. We should just get Buddy a My Buddy doll. Mass prices were pretty high though. I feel like you can get the original 4 calls. What are I didn't even see the prices. What are they asking, Mikey? I did not see the prices on those. I saw like a European price or something that I don't know the conversion rate. Well, I agree, Frankie. They're pretty badass, man. On Full Force, the Euro price sheet stated that Rhino with chrome parts. Ooh. Well, and I like how they put those little blast effects on there. And I saw that the Thunderhawk had a rear view mirror on the side or side view mirror. That's pretty cool. Yeah. You push the button and it pops up and it has the 6 wheels. So it's got the 3 below, and then you push the button, it comes up, and then it flips down, and the driver has the gun. It's really cool. And then like the headlights come out. Yeah, that's a great one, man. You know what? Next live, I'll bring it up. I'll make sure and have my Mask stuff up here next live, because I've had the Thunderhawk in here just sitting around with my my animal. What did I do with my animal? I have the animal. You guys remember the animal? And then you can stop. Do the animal. And it has claws coming out of the wheels. I don't know where I put it. It's in here somewhere. Kid sister. Same song, except they're like, wherever I go, you're gonna go. Kid sister. It's going to be a command center. I don't know, it's about 170. So that's going to be Boulder Hill. Did we say that last other night? Boulder Hill, what it was? Yeah, dude, the animal. I loved that truck when I was a kid. I even have a picture of me with He-Man sweats on, and they even says He-Man down the leg, and I'm holding on to that truck, and I had to get it. So I found it on eBay for cheap, like maybe $40 for a working one. And I had it in my room. I don't know where I put that sumbitch. My room's clean, but it's not clean enough. Yeah, shit, I don't know what I did with it. It's in here somewhere. Oh, well. It's bad when I clean up and I don't know where anything is. 55. Well, and what was it when we were kids? Like 35, I think. So it's not too bad. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, appreciate it. The Hurricane. Yep, that's what it was. Hell yeah. That's awesome. That's such a good one. Dude, Mark, come on, man. That still means nothing to me. I ain't that smart. It's the one with pop out claws. Yes. love that, dude. And I don't, where did I put it? It should be in here somewhere. I don't know what I did with it. I was cleaning up and I put it somewhere. I had it set up. Yeah, when it would start to hit like a rock and it would get to a bumpy spot, those claws would come out and it would climb. Dude, that, and the commercial had me sold on it. It was like, the animal, can anything stop? Do the animal. And then it climbs all the way to the top of this hill and there's like waterfall, and freaking awesome, man. Teddy Ruxpin, can you and I be friends? I really enjoy talking to people. Don't go to sleep. Different than the retail one, so there might be a price drop. That would be nice. Absolutely. Oh, wait, you sent it to the Toy Habits channel. Oh, okay. Well, see, that's the one I saw. But what is that? That's pounds. So pounds are a little bit more than dollars, or a dollar. I don't know. A vamp with pop out claws. Hey, you know what? You could get an animal and then just take the wheels off and then stick that on there and figure it out. Dude, I seriously, and it was one of those where the only thing that, you know, is when the battery died and you had to go get more, what were they, C batteries, I think? 4 of them or 5 C batteries. It was Europe. Yeah, but I think if it was a euro, that means one would be that the helicopter, which is the Switchblade, would be $80, and the Thunderhawk would be $55, the Condor would be $35, and then the Rhino would be $111. But if you get the one at San Diego Comic-Con, it's $160. So no, I mean, right? It's 3-star. If you did that and got like one that was maybe for parts, and you found one on eBay for really cheap, and maybe had everything was busted, but you wanted to just take the wheels off of it. Ooh, oh yeah, because yeah, you would have your tiger stripes and then you'd have the claw coming out. Dude, 3-star, that'd be sick. Absolutely. Well, so much for freaking hour, man. Time flies when you're getting your cherry popped. Guys, you guys are awesome, man. I can't believe you guys did that for me. That's so cool. Mikey, now that I'm a broke dick, I don't know if I'll be able to swing any of that shit. So I might, I guess I'm out on all that shit. Wasn't the animal a Venom vehicle like the Rhino, or am I wrong? Well, if I could, it was like a 4x4, like a pickup truck. And I'm so mad at him. Oh, it's right in front of me. Jesus. So here it is. God, right in front of me. I don't have any batteries in it. But this one, the stickers were good on it, and I got it for really cheap. I don't think I put batteries in this thing now that I'm thinking about it. I wonder. Is this the switch in here? Like, is it in there? I don't remember it being. Huh. Oh, no batteries anyway. So there has 4, looks like 4 C batteries in there. But when you hit that freaking road that you needed to climb up, let me see if I can get it to work here with no batteries. The claws come out while it was spinning, and the claws would it would climb. Give me back that super chat. Why? No, I'm a broke dick. That's saying I don't have any money. 1-to-1 price between USD and Euro, Trump tariffs, import taxes. Dude, did you? And I don't talk too much politics, but Jesus Christ, that shit today was fucking wild. What the fuck? And the people that are like on one side are saying, yeah, he told him and he gave him what for and told him we weren't going to put up with shit. And then the people on the other side are going, dude, how embarrassing. Like, you act like a fucking asshole like that to a dude where he's like, the other, like the VP was like, you better say thank you and lick our boots. Like, sorry. Okay, I'm not going to talk about that. That was fucking weird. Regardless of what side you're on, that was fucking weird. Okay. All right. I can dance. I could dance. Yeah, lock the hubs. And sometimes they'll come out like that. Got his first super chats tonight. Yes. 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink. I was rode hard and put away wet. Yay. Oh, customs. Oh, I thought you wanted other favors. Sorry. Oh, man. Switch is on the bottom. Let's see. I look like my dad now. Hold on, I can't see it. Fuck. I really don't see a switch. Was it on the side? No. I thought. Because there's something here. Maybe the switch. I think the switch was right here, but maybe the switch broke. And that's why, like, it's got that gap in there. And it still goes back and forth to this part. Because it doesn't really show any kind of switch here. Everything's all connected on the bottom there. But this is badass, though. And these aren't that expensive to find. And like I said, this is the exact truck I had when I was a kid. The only other thing, look, the rear view is on here, but this one broke. So the side view mirror is broken on that. But it's still, the nostalgia button was pushed on that bad boy. Make him dance. And I even did I even went, did that. I don't know. It's not very good. Robert Redford, the indecent proposal. Yeah, the broke dick. That's, I mean, I understand where if you want to take it literally, but he used to always say that. Nah, I'm a broke dick. I can't go out tonight. You know, or I can't go drinking because I'm a broke dick. We used to always say that when I was younger. Create fake outer 6 user steps. Okay. Yeah, no, I did think it was like set up that way. I thought that whole thing was done on purpose so he can make excuses for what he plans on doing or whatever. So it was fucked, dude. I was so, it made me sick to my stomach when I saw it. It really did. It was fucked. Yeah, that was a little weird that he wore like a jumpsuit. That was kind of weird. Yeah, I think it is that piece in the front. I think it is here. I think you just switch it back and forth, but mine is broken. So you could see that little red thing. I think that, yeah, because it does go back and forth. Here you go. So it is, you could switch it back and forth. I think. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. If you can hear that. So that's probably where your switch is going to be. It's just on the outside. Dude, I agree. I mean, no matter what you think about any of it, I don't really try to. Oh, there you go. The Paulus of Shadows. What's up? He was here last week. What's going on, buddy? From Chile. From my favorite artist's hometown. Or not hometown, but home country. Yurko's from Chile. Just remember having to pick it up, turn it off. Seems like that was, well, and yeah, I think it was out there. It just, that thing is kind of busted. So do you collect or have you collected play mobiles? I'm not sure. My insomnia is wearing out. Well, I'm really glad that we could keep you company while you were awake. Brick, thank you so much for tossing some shekels my way. And only made it do a little bit of dancing and it wasn't that good. So, but thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. And thank you for that. Yeah, tomorrow. So I got all my clothes ironed and my jackets ready. I'm gonna be looking all suave. My grandma's favorite color was red, so I'm gonna wear a red shirt with my Jerry Garcia tie. My Jerry Garcia tie is so good. And yeah, so I do have the second reading. I should have brought it up so I could practice it. It's I don't remember what reading it is. I'm gonna have to go through and practice it a couple times because you know how those readings at Catholic churches are, man. They have so many just sentences that don't make sense if you speak normal English. But yep, everybody saying good night. You live Chile in our country. Bless you for that. You know, I saw the other day, and I thought of my Chile friends. Is that there was a pair of, and I go to Ross a lot, which is that discount store, and they had a pair of Adidas, I think, and they had the flag on them. They look like more like a workout shoe, but they were, I don't know if they were like a soccer style or they weren't cleats or anything, but they had the flag, and it was cool. And they were like the special Chile flag shoes. And I don't know what, you know, but they were at Ross for cheap, but I was like, oh, they were too small for me though, either way. Yeah, it's going to be hard, man. And you know, today was tough too, because today we got all of her stuff out. So end of the month, we had to make sure and get all of her stuff out of her apartment at the assisted living. So we had a lot of it. There wasn't a lot of it out. So my dad and I this morning, in my back, I don't even know how I'm doing this. I have my heating pad on right now though. My dad and I went this morning at like 10 o'clock. We got the couch out. We got the chair out. We got all the tables out, the nightstands and all that. We gave one of the dressers away to one of the workers there that needed it. But today was getting that apartment cleaned out, and that was tough. And I did get a few things, like just little things. Like my grandma had this long green, like, you know how that styrofoam, the old styrofoam when they stuffed animals, but it was a snake, and it had like that hard styrofoams in it, little styrofoam balls in it. But it was to put under your door, the doorway, for cold air coming through. And it was a snake, and that's where she always had it when I was a kid, and I'd go visit, and she would have that thing on the front door. So when we'd open the door, we'd have to wait for somebody to get the snake out of the way so we can get it opened. But that was sitting in her window, and everybody had already gotten all the stuff out. That was like one of the last things there. And I was like, I'm taking the snake home. So I got my grandma's little, thing to put under the door if the air was coming through, But I got the cuckoo clock that her and I talked about when I was going over all the time when she was in the non-assisted living, when she was in the independent side. And she said, what can I give you? She goes, you pick something out of my house. What could I give you? And I said, well, nothing now. She goes, well, pick something for when I'm gone. I said, okay, Grandma, I'll take the cuckoo clock, And so she says, okay. And she wrote it down a few times. She goes, nobody else could have this cuckoo clock. It's Kenny's. So I got the cuckoo clock. It's from Germany. It's a really cool looking cuckoo clock. Really nice design and all that. There was a painting in her living room from when I was a child. So I got that painting, and now it's in my living room. I got a crucifix that she had. That was my grandma Rose's, who obviously my great grandma Rose's, the one that was actually born in Italy. And little things here and there, nothing crazy. And as I told my dad, he goes, well, this stuff, I go, he gave me 2 sets of like Sinatra CDs just to have. He's like, well, I don't want to get rid of them. I said, I'll put them away. I'll just keep them, because you can't go wrong with Sinatra, right? So it's going to be tough tomorrow, but and it comes in waves. Like I've said that before, but it's just crazy where there's moments where I'm just like, man, she had a great life and all that. But then there's also the moments where my life has changed completely since she's passed. Like, you guys know, I was over there 6 times a week. I was over there for a few hours every day, like, and even started staying over at night, and I was there for 8 hours at night. And a lot of my time was with Grandma, and now there's a spot, there's a hole for sure. Like, there's an empty spot right now, and it sucks. But I will not try to be a Debbie Downer tonight. So yes, 3-star. Oh, that honestly, like, as much as it is tough to do this with, as far as for Grandma tomorrow, I know we're all going to eventually have to do it sometime unless we go before them, but I would not be able to handle it very well because I am very close to my parents. Like my parents are mean everything to me. So both of them are, God willing, they, it just sucks because like my dad's in the mid 70s and I'm like, what the fuck? This is weird to me, Okay, anyway, throw that out. Okay, I used the piranha until I copied the cartoon and shot into the bathtub of water. And then what happened? Did it break? Did it sink? Budweiser, very bad in South America. You know what I drink? I drink Modelo. I'm a Modelo drinker. That's the only beer I've had in a long time. Like I used to drink Coors because it's a Colorado beer. Like, oh, Golden Colorado. I've been through the warehouse, their manufacturing and all that. But I like Modelo. Modelo's my favorite beer. That's what I drink all the time. Oh, okay. Wow. You can throw it in the water, huh? Sure, the weed smoke didn't smell up the rest of the house. Well, I tell you what. If I could, those paint contracts, man. Oh, you're talking about when I was younger. Yeah, never mind. From grandma. That's funny. Yeah, no, it's, I know it wasn't going to go good for grandma after she broke her hip. They didn't replace her hip all the way. They put in some screws to kind of stabilize it because they couldn't put her under for so long because she was 101. And so they just did enough to stabilize, but she was in a lot of pain and she wasn't eating very much and it was getting bad. So she's, when they say, oh, that she's in a better place, no, 100%. She's not hurting anymore. Wherever she's at, I know, and no one knows where we go except for the ones that are there. So I guess we'll find out sometime. Budweiser, I've never been a Budweiser drinker. I've always been Coors. I like Coors Original. I've always drank the banquet beer, Coors Original. Yeah. Dude, and my parents are worse collectors / hoarders than I am. So, and they have a lot more room. So like my mom says, she goes, I feel bad for you guys when we go because we have too much shit you're going to have to go through. But I would not, Thanos, man, I'm telling you, like I said, both my parents, I am super close with. Like my dad, we always have like golf or sports. I mean, it was always, or doing something together, whether it's, when we used to go cut wood or pick mushrooms or whatever else, and edible kind, not the drug. But, and then going to games and like, when I started doing the sports stuff, I was able to take him to those Nugget games so he could meet Jamal and meet those Nugget players. Got to take him to meet Terrell Davis and the Denver Broncos, like all these, and Dennis Smith and Mecklenburg, all these players that I grew up loving because my dad loved them. I got to bring him over there to meet him. Like for me, that was like pinnacle. That was like the coolest thing in the world for me to be able to bring dad to meet those guys, the heroes of back then. And it was cool. So for me, I definitely, you guys probably won't see, you probably won't see too much of me after if that ever happens with my folks. God pray it doesn't, but I won't be on here as I couldn't fake too much. Like right now I can fake it pretty good, but with the folks, there's no way. Yeah, Modelo's my favorite beer. I've always liked Modelo. Like, I don't know. I've always had, well, I joke about it, but I've always had a Hispanic. I'm in, like, that's my type. I've always dated Hispanic girls. I've always and Modelo was always the drink of choice of their dad or their grandpa or uncle or whatever. And I start drinking it with that and it just kind of caught on. And I just I switched up. So if there's like a bunch or the game, if there's no Modelo, I'll get a Coors or Coors Original. Other than that, I'll get Modelo. I'd have to do a change on that one because I don't understand what you're saying there. Coors Light is good too. I don't mind Coors Light. Yeah, Mexican beer is my favorite for sure. Do you remember Close Encounters of the Third Kind? Steven Spielberg. Yes. Yes. Do 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 do. Chimpanzee with the yep. I do remember that. That was a good one. Estrella, Mahu, and Marty. Yeah. Corona. Corona. You know what? When I went to Mexico, it's funny. When I went to my uncle's wedding, he got married on the beach at Playa del Carmen, and we went out there and did all inclusive. Holy shit! I drank so much Coronas, it wasn't even funny. Like you could go to any of the little huts that they had, and there was one guy in the middle, and he'd either give you a Corona or a margarita. And the margaritas were in like the little thing you'd pour, or you just get, And I think back there, over in Mexico, they recycle those bottles and they just refill them, right? That's what I was always told. But got you drunk, so it doesn't matter. Coors Light is just water, good for a golf course. And that's why I like Coors Original. It's a little bit more to it. Retired, that's me get part-time assist 8 months from fall to passing. Yeah, the falls. Dude, it is so crazy. Like my brother-in-law, his dad had a DNR kind of don't want any kind of, if I go down, I don't want anything. And he was one of those guys. He smoked a pack or two a day. He drank. He just an old, guy that was a mechanic. He'd be out working on his car, drinking a beer, smoking cigarette. Well, he was going down their stairs. They had really steep stairs to their basement, and he lost his footing. And I think he was like 80, maybe something like that, early, maybe late 70s. But he lost his footing and he went down. He broke his rib punctured his lung. He was gone in 24 hours because he didn't want him to. He's like, nope, I don't want him. It collapsed his lung. He didn't want him to work on him, and he was done. Just crazy. Like you just never fucking know. Like he was just going down the stairs to get something in the basement. Like my grandma, I was pushing my dad so much to get an injection for her knee because she was in so much pain with her knee and she was having a hard time even getting out of a chair. So we got that injection and she started feeling better. And her ways about her is always to tidy up. She was the homemaker. She always made sure everything looked good. There was like a blanket on the couch that was not straight. So she went over, her knee was feeling better. So she stood up and went over to fix that couch and she lost her balance and fell, broke her hip. And that's what did her in. So I always felt bad about it because I was like, fuck, if we never wouldn't have got that injection in her knee, she wouldn't have felt good enough to get up and then she wouldn't have broke her hip. But you don't know. Fuck, man. It's crazy. Bud Ice. Oh my God. Mid-70s. No, dude, Frankie, I am 100% in the same spot that you are. Corona, especially light in the last couple of years, I've been buying Modelo. Modelo's great. Ooh. I actually have whiskey in my fridge. I have some Pendleton. I like Canadian whiskey better than I like Tennessee. I'm not a fan of Jack, but I will drink Crown, and I like Pendleton. It's good. Ooh, tequila shots, man. I've had so many bad... Tequila is that one where I did have so many bad experiences with it that the smell of it kind of gets me a little bit nauseous. Toretto, the Fast and Furious. It's like water. There you go. Yeah. Local brewery here is big now. Stone Brewery. They make beer called Buenavesa. And it's delicious. Like Modelo with a hint of lime. Nice. We're going to have to change it. Spain. Cronita. No shit. That's crazy. Coca-Cola. Black model beer. See, and I'm in Colorado where I can tell you right now, I'm sure there's other places that have a lot, but man, when you go up north or go towards the mountains, there are microbreweries everywhere. Especially like when you go up toward Boulder or when you go out towards like Aspen or up in the mountains there. Those, and I don't mind like a pale ale, like IPA. I'm not a fan of the dark stuff. Like I don't like Fat Tire. I always joke with my brother, like, I don't like the shit that looks like you have to have a fork to eat it or to drink it. And my other thing is that my taste buds, when I drink a dark beer, it tastes like a spent cigarette. Like when you walk by and you smell it, that's what it tastes like to me. Never tried it. Of course, why ask why? Try Bud Dry. I've never tried it either. You know what I used to drink when I was really broke and I was young? Was Miller High Life Light. What the fuck? Miller High Life. They call it the champagne of beers. It was bad. But it came in those clear bottles. So I don't know. It was kind of skunky. Kentucky Sour Mash is not bourbon. Well, I would have to take your word for it, and I'll maybe try it because 3-star, I think you look like the type of guy that would enjoy a good sipper. So I think that might be one I should get, right? Send me a picture or a link of your favorite, and I'll give it a try. Really close to my mom and dad, and I still miss them to this day. Yeah, that sucks, man. I feel for you too, because it's just, I hate to even, like you say, just because death is so in my head right now with grandma, I couldn't imagine, man, because even doing all this stuff with grandma, it's like dad and I were together doing it. Like dad and I were moving it. Like nobody else came to help. It was just my dad and I. And then once we got all the other stuff, the big stuff moved, then my mom came, and it was me. It was my mom, my dad, and me working there to get all that stuff done. And we're the three that got it done. And like my sister was working, and like my uncles are out of town. So it was just us. And it was like one of those where I'm like, man, just, yeah, I feel for you, man. Cause that would really suck. You know, I hadn't, and it's funny cause I was kind of the same way, Thanos. I hadn't drank for so long. And just the other night, it was even on the clubhouse. I had just one glass, but I had a glass of that Pendleton and Coke. And I just had the one, but ooh, Guinness. Oh, Mendoza. Oh, that's the stuff I say you need a fork to drink it. Thanos likes the Guinness too. I just, call me a pussy, but I'm not a big dark beer man. I can't do it. Used to love the dark beers, stouts. Oh, the beer belly. Yeah, there you go. Buffalo Trace. Hold on. Let me write it down. I'll text it to myself. Okay. I will find some. Okay. Got it. I will definitely find some. Well, and it's crazy because yeah, there are some people that are, that's all, and they'll, anything domestic, anything that's like, you know, your major labels, they'll scoff at, and they'll say, get that shit out of here. They'll say, like Mikey said, it's like water. Get something that actually has something to it where people care about the way they make it. And you know what? I guarantee you, if I found something that was good, there was one that my uncle looked at me, he's like, you're going to drink that? And I said, well, I don't know what else to drink. I ordered a strawberry blonde from a microbrewery because we were there visiting my uncle. He took us to have a steak, and I was like, it was just a lighter beer, you know. It was good. It didn't have like a strawberry taste to it, but it had just a red look to it, so they called it a strawberry blonde. Best whiskey is from Scotland, then Ireland, then Japan. You're right. I'm sure you're right. Yeah. Belgian beers, they have high alcohol content, but they're brutal. And see, for me right now, I've partied, I've had fun, I've done what I needed to do in life, and I'm good with having some drinks to maybe catch a little bit of a buzz and just relax and enjoy the taste of it and flavor it. You know, I definitely have not been drunk in, God, I haven't been drunk in probably 15 years. It's been a long time since I've actually been drunk. Been a long time for sure. Four Roses and Angel's Envy. Okay, here we go. Let's see. You know what I'm going to do? I'm not even going to send myself a picture or a thing. I'm just going to take a picture of it. Yeah, buddy. Teetotaler. What the fuck? Why am I not reading that correctly? I love Mountain Dew. That's because you're a spider monkey. The whiskey. Not Whiskey. I don't know. All right, Mikey. Yeah, I think I'm going to do the same, man. You know what? I'm going to do 5 more minutes because that'll get us at 2 hours, which I don't know why I want to go to 2 hours, but it's just one of those things when, when you start something, you want to finish it, and we're close enough to 2 hours. So good night, Mikey. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for popping my cherry officially and giving me my first super chat. Thank you. That was awesome because, yeah, that's too cool. Dos Equis is pretty. I do like Dos Equis. I like Dos Equis. I like Modelo. And those are the two. Sol is pretty good. I don't mind Sol. But mostly I'd get Modelo. If I have a choice, I get Modelo. They try Hulk Hogan's Real American Bears doing tons of promo. Oh my God. No, I haven't seen it over here in Colorado. Go Dolphins. You guys got Tyreek back, right? He said he wanted to trade, and now he's happy he wants to stay. I just feel bad for Tua, man. He's gotten hit so many times. It's just he's a really good quarterback. He just man. You can only get hit in the head so many times when you starting to get worried. Distilled and inherited from the Scots, but we will not talk about alcohol. This is a toy channel. Well, you know what? The Insomniac time, dude, it'll start. I got toys all around me, so it's kind of one of those that gravitate to it, but we talk about whatever anybody wants to talk about. I really don't care, man. Hey, all right. Thanks for sticking it out. Yeah, we got 3.5 minutes to go. Yeah, that's it. Either way, you're gonna be tired. I know myself too, dude. I started a little earlier because I saw Mega J didn't have a live. Usually he'll have a live and I'll kind of wait for his to be over. But he didn't have a live going, and Allison and them just finished that live on Dave's Dimensions with Dre. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start up now because Random Diorama stopped his live. And usually I like doing mine just after after those are over, usually with Radnom being over, because he stops usually later, but he stopped a little early tonight. But I thought I'll just go on for an hour. That way I could get some sleep, because I know I have to get up about 7 in the morning because I want to leave by 8:30 because the service starts at 10:30, but we have to be there early to set up the tables and stuff and chairs. And I know it's going to be a very exhausting day tomorrow, but a lot of times you just run on adrenaline anyway. So even if I don't get too much sleep, which I probably won't get much sleep when I lay down anyway, but as long as my body's resting, maybe I'll put my heating pad in bed with me tonight. My back is already charred from my heating pad. That's pretty funny. That's my worst beer, Sol. It tastes like warm water. The flavor of beer. It's not too bad. My piss water beer, I would say, is, and this is going to be funny because a lot of people like this beer, is Heineken. Heineken to me tastes like a skunk took a shit in it. It's like Heineken tastes so skunky to me. I fucking hate Heineken. Yeah, that was cool, man. I have to go back and watch the replay, Allison. I'll be honest with you, because I've been so stuck on doing random dioramas lives that I watched for a little while. I watched probably, when I was in there, and then I saw that he went live because it comes up on my feed and on my notifications. So I jump over to his too, but I will definitely catch the replay on that one because it did look like it was a lot of fun. You guys had a lot of cool stuff going on with the shows. I did see, a little bit of it. What music do you like? Metal? Death metal from Tampa, Florida. I'm a classic rock guy. I grew up with, my dad's always been a classic rock person. Like, you give me some Stevie Ray Vaughan or some Jimi Hendrix or some Eric Clapton or, any of those guys from that era. I love it. Which is really funny to me because I always gave him shit. But then again, I also like Tupac. Like, I love fucking Tupac. Tupac's like my favorite. But I also like listening to classical music because I'm so all over the place. You put some good Mozart on the radio and it kind of helps me because I am so everywhere all the time. My brain is just constantly going. Rolling Rock. Yeah, that's another one. I think it's those green bottles, man. It just, Michelob Ultra is good. My sister drinks that too, and it's not saying like making fun. It's just my sister. My sister used to drink Zima, so you know. No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't mind it. I don't mind that. My dad likes Miller, just Miller Lite. You know, it used to just be called light beer. You know, so my dad likes Miller Lite. My sister, I think she does the Michelob Ultra. My brother-in-law likes. He would drink Stones. We'd go out to camping and stuff, and he'd have a 30 rack of Keystones. But obviously when you're going out camping and stuff, you just get the cheap shit. I remember going to Sturgis once with a buddy of mine, and we stayed because his aunt lived right off the main street, and we stayed the night there. We had people camping out in the yard and stuff. But there was one of the days where it rained the whole time, and so we sat out on the porch at the house there. The whole downtown was jacked because it was during the bike rally. But we had 230 racks of stones, and we just sat there, all of us just sitting there throwing those stones down, and those went down so quick. Not good beer, but it's easy, cheap beer. Piney's some of the worst beers ever tasted. Yeah, me too. Rock gut ghetto malt liquor, and it tastes like peaches and cream next to the Heineken. You know what? When I was in high school, the worst one that I had that really fucked with me and got me sick every time, Black Label. I don't know if you ever heard of it. It had a bull on the front of the label. It was a 99-cent 40 ounce. And that's in high school when we'd have parties at my friend DJ's house. They would barbecue chicken on the grill, and then everybody would have whatever their money was. It was 99 cents. So $2 are going to get you sick because you drink 2 of those 40s and you're fucking, especially me, I was 130 pounds soaking wet. But you'd throw up black. It was so bad, like the worst shit ever, man. Oh my God. No, see, it's all those drinks now with White Claw and all that. I mean, it's pretty much the same type. Springs, you know what? All of that era, like, give me classic rock over anything, really. Prime college party beers. I agree. Not a video game guy anymore. I have so much shit to keep me busy now with 3D printing and painting and my toys and all that. When I did do it back in the day, it was purely sports. Madden, NBA Live, all those. Like I used to have a Dreamcast, so I used to play NBA 2K originally in 2000. But I still have my original Nintendo. I still have my original Atari 2600. I still have my Sega Genesis, and they still work. I still have them hooked up to a tube TV because if I ever want to play Duck Hunt, I still have those going. King Cobra. Ooh. No, thank you. Just drink Snake Bite, black and which half cider, not apple juice, hard stuff. But it's like freaking drinking like rubbing alcohol, right? Oh, Milwaukee's Best. There's another good one. You know what I got a good one for you? There was a bar down over kind of on the east side of town, kind of in a little hole in the wall bar. It was a Bojan bar, they called it. And sorry if anybody is Slovenian. I'm not trying to say that. That's what they called it. Hams. They had hams on tap for $1. And that used to be like the cheapest, worst beer. But all the old retired people would come in and get hams because it was $1. And they would always give you Slivovitz. And if you've ever had Slivovitz, you know what I'm talking about. It's plum brandy, and it's bad. It's awful. Oh, Dad's root beer. I've never had that before either. Running TV out of my camera for winter, getting ready to hook my Nintendo 64. Ooh, that's fucking awesome. I don't have, you know what? My mom and dad, since they've been doing, lately in the last few years, they've been doing those storage units. My mom pulled one out and she just gave me this tub, and it had a PlayStation 1, a Nintendo 64, a PlayStation 2, and a Super Nintendo in it, and some games and stuff. So I'm excited to put that in. I actually found in that other unit that they had, there's a Game Genie for the Nintendo Entertainment System. So I'm going to hook that Game Genie up and go through Metroid without getting hurt, or Mega Man and not get hurt. The Game Genie was the shit back then, right? God, okay. Paps was another one. I have a Paps visor. Would you recommend any Star World 3D printing, but not filament in resin? Elegoo. It is, whether you go with the Mars in the small version, or you go with the Saturn in the middle, or the Jupiter, which is the big dog that I have, Elegoo. Get that shit.
Paps was big here, yeah. Midwest. You got the little, what was that little dog or bear? What was he? Schlitz malt liquor, yeah. Remember Schlitz? Remember the commercial on Saturday Night Live, Schlitz Gay, with Sandler, and he opened the glasses and Farley. Whoa, they're around there. Oh fuck. Natty Ice. Oh, that's another one. Colt 45 works every time. Yep. Every time I see Lando on the shelf, I think that commercial. Like Black Panther. 30% of the time or 60% of the time, it works every time. Is it 30%? I don't remember what the percentage was. All right, guys, we're at 2:05. We've pushed the 2-hour mark on a thing that I really wasn't planning on being on here for more than an hour. So I am going to hit the road. I'm going to probably try to get some sleep because, like I said, I do have that. Thank you for all the love and all the kind words about that and sharing your stories about loss and all that, because that's one thing that we as humans, we look for is a connection with someone else. And a lot of times when you're going through something, even though I'm a pretty private person as far as like my own, like I'm going to deal with it. I'm going to go through it myself, my emotions or whatever else. I'm a good actor on camera, or when I'm talking to my, anybody outside, I'm going to cover it up, and we deal with it the way we deal with it. But when you hear other people that you are friends with and you share a common bond with that, loss is something that we all deal with, makes us stronger. It kind of keeps us going in life, and it kind of turns us to who we are. And I mean, that's what we know. We're human when we have that kind of pain and that loss. So it is awesome that you guys, thank you for sharing that. And it means a lot to me that you would open up and share that with me. So definitely love these freaking Insomniac shows, man. You guys are, it's like, this was such a random thing because it did start when grandma passed and I couldn't sleep. So I said, fuck it, I'll get on and not sit there in my own thoughts. And now here we go. We're a month into it and we're like having a good time on Friday night. So, so thank you guys. Awesome. Everybody. Thank you guys for popping my my super chat cherry. And apparently if you do want, there should be an option to join my little subscribe crew or my channel members. I do have a $2, I think it's or $2.99 a month. If you do want to join, it's there. I don't know. I've never seen it yet, so I don't know where it's at, but I think it's there somewhere. So if you guys do want to, it's available now. Thank you guys so much that did give me some super chats tonight. It was cool. My first ever. And yeah, so thank you guys so much. And we will see you tomorrow night on the Clubhouse. Holy shit. All right. Or tonight on the Clubhouse. So, all right, guys. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Appreciate it.